Over the past couple of days, I've had the opportunity to play the closed alpha for MultiVersus, and I was pleasantly surprised. Going into it, I had zero expectations. I've seen some gameplay, and I saw a couple of the trailers, and nothing about it at the time really grabbed me, like nothing really caught my interest. But even with that said, I still signed up for the most recent closed alpha, and I'm really glad that I did. MultiVersus is probably one of the most fun I've had with a platform fighter in a really long time, and it's just an alpha, so I can only imagine how it's going to be when the full game comes out. So for the next few minutes, I'll be talking about things I enjoyed about it, some things I feel like they can change, and whether or not if I recommend it to people. So yeah, this is going to be fun. Firstly, what I think sets this game apart from the other quote-unquote Smash clones out there is its personality. I feel like it does a really good job embracing the absurdity of the premise of the game, which is just a bunch of WB characters beating the shit out of each other. You can play as Batman and fight Tom and Jerry, you can play as Shaggy and fight Bugs Bunny. Like, all these matchups are really bizarre, but that's kind of the fun of it. And on top of that, each character is fully voice acted with the actors from their respective series and properties. And this is really cool because when you're playing the game, you can hear some of the special interactions between the characters.
I'm like coming for you, Cape Crusader!
Eat this, hippie.
I never thought I would hear Batman ever acknowledge Shaggy, but he does in the game, and it's really great fan service. Speaking of fan service, I want to take a moment to talk about Shaggy. So you guys know the Ultra Instinct Shaggy meme that's been around for a couple years now. Well, it's basically in the game. They have Shaggy just essentially being a Dragon Ball character, and it's fucking amazing. I really respect how the developers were able to include meme culture into their game, and still make a fun character out of it. Next, I want to talk about the accessibility of the game. Not only is it free to play, but it's also cross-platform, and as a Brawlhalla fan, this is really cool to see. I think being free to play is the best business model for a game like this. It knocks down that added barrier of entry that a lot of these platform fighters seem to have. Like All-Star Brawl, for example. Like, I don't want to try to compare the games, but I feel like All-Star Brawl would have thrived more if it was free to play and aimed for a model like that. The big issue I have with All-Star Brawl, from the outside looking in at least, is the fact that this game is $50, but it doesn't have the content for it. I'm personally more inclined to give a free-to-play game a chance, even if it lacks content, because, well, it's free. And also, this game in particular promises content updates and more characters in the future, which, you know, is pretty cool. This game gives you the option to pay, for cosmetics like skins and taunts, but if you don't want to do that, then that's completely up to you. It's not a requirement by any means. Going back on the point of crossplay, if you want to play with your friends on PS4 or Xbox and you're on PC, you can. We're in the year 2022, yet a lot of games still don't have crossplay, let alone fighting games. So to see it here is really great, and that by itself is going to take this game far, I feel like. I guess the last thing I can talk about now is the gameplay. It doesn't do anything to reinvent the wheel. If you played Smash Brothers, then you're gonna feel at home here. Every single character has a unique moveset with animations, but with a strong emphasis on teamwork. An example that I can think of offhand is if you're playing as Batman and you throw a batarang, your teammate can catch that and use it as their own. Or in another example, if you're playing as Shaggy, his down special, I believe, is where he picks up a sandwich out of the ground, however the fuck that works, and you can toss that and your teammate can catch that and use it as their own too. There's essentially no penalty for trying out new shit during combat because, well, you don't take team damage. Which, oh man, I wish Brawlhalla had that sometimes.
What? Say it! Say what you want to say!
Another cool thing that I want to take note of is the fact that in between matches, when you're rematching people, you have the option to pick a different character. A lot of platform fighters, well, at least the ones that I played, don't really have this as an option, so it's really awesome to see it here. I overall have nothing but praise for this game so far. I can't even really think of real improvements to make since I didn't run into any major problems during gameplay or even playing online. I guess the only thing is my curiosity about the characters they're going to be adding in the future. I would love to see Ben 10, some other Cartoon Network characters would be nice, some superheroes. But yeah, like for a title like this, there's really no limit to the possible characters they can add, and I'm really excited for the future of the game. I highly recommend you guys play this game if you can. So if you don't get a chance to here, I'm pretty sure they announced that they're going to have more tests in the future that people can be a part of. I'll probably make another video once the full game releases, but until then, I hope you guys enjoy my, I guess, first impressions and thoughts about MultiVersus. It's a really fun game, and I'm optimistic about it now. So yeah guys, with that being said, I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out.